Okay. So how'd you do? How many pages did you read?
I read 10 pages and more stuff is being revealed and I'm loving it.
So like a 5 out of 5 star book, like you think?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, let me see if I can do this. Ooh, I can. My first time. Sorry. I was like trying
It's
to figure it
okay.
out. Hi, Allie. Oh my gosh, love her. Love her to death. Hi. And we can see these during, like when we're sprinting. I can. I looked at that. I like started laughing a little bit. Um, how much did I read? I haven't even like checked because it's so short. Like you're gonna be surprised. I swear it's. Um, I read 77 pages, which sounds
Oh,
like crazy, but I swear it's not because like it's the font is huge and it's just there's barely any words in the page, so don't be surprised by that. But it does sound like a lot. And then I also noticed that, or somebody texted me, and then I had to look back. The beginning of the live show like glitched, and so our introductions did not get seen. Like it
aw.
started right when we sprinted. So do you want to introduce yourself again?
Sure. Okay, so I'm Megan. My Instagram is headoverbooks15 and my YouTube channel is headoverbooks. Um, and I'm reading The Cousins by Karen M. McManus. It's a thriller.
I need to start getting into thrillers. Like, is that what you mostly read?
Yeah, and contemporaries as well.
Um, Hi. Oh my gosh. Hi. How are you doing? Oh yeah, literally me too. Let me just I'm reading The Call of the Wild right now by Jack London. It's a special edition that takes 2 seconds to read. So I'm 1000 billion% going to finish this book. But what is everybody else reading? I really need to know. I don't need to, but I want to know. But yeah. How have you been rating books recently? Like 5 stars? Is everything going well?
Actually, the new year started off on a good track. I just ended up reading all these books. Most of them were like a mix of thriller and contemporary, which is kind of what I'm sticking to for some reason. And I gave them like all 5 out of 5 stars. So very
Dang.
good.
So like
Yeah.
this is your genre.
Yeah.
Have you read The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware?
No, I'm actually going to read that next month with another booktuber.
Oh, fun. I've
Mm.
had it on my shelves because I literally made a whole YouTube video about reading a thriller for the first time because I
Mm.
literally never had read one and I loved it. It was really good. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I need to start getting into thrillers. And then I've just never continued. But right after that video, I bought The Turn of the Key because everybody raves about it. And I've just never read it. And it's really short too.
Yeah.
So kind of, I really need to read that.
Yeah. I actually watched that video that you just mentioned. I liked it.
Thank you.
No
That one
problem.
and the Hunger Games video I filmed like at the same time, like one after the other, because I was like, oh, what should I film? Like I need to post, whatever. And I love those videos. Like those are one of my favorite videos on my channel. Not and I said this in like booktube, small booktuber tag, which
Mm.
I know that you saw
Yeah.
too. I said this in that video that it's my those are two are my favorite videos that I've ever made. Not because they're like amazing or that I was just I don't know, but because of the vibe. Like I was super happy when I was making them and editing. I loved editing them and then watching them back. I love it so much. So
Yeah.
like literally those are the videos that I will go back to and rewatch, which sounds so weird because I don't like watching myself, but
Yeah,
I like
same.
going back to like watch those videos because they make me so happy. Do you have any videos like that that please sound like your favorite?
I don't think so because I just kind of want to edit my video and just like post it. I don't really like hearing myself talk. It's weird.
I feel that. I feel that. I only usually I edit it and then I upload it. Well, like I edit it, yes. I edit it, upload it, and then I watch it one time after I uploaded it to see if I messed anything up.
Right.
But after that, I usually don't. So those two videos are like super special to me. That one and the recent one that I posted with my boyfriend. Well, the book shopping one,
Oh,
which
I love
actually
that
got like
video.
1K views, which is crazy to me. Because that never happens, especially since I'm a small booktuber. But I love that video because I was really happy making it. And I like that he was there. It was so nice to see him. I should be reading The Secret Garden. That's my current read, but I'm very distracted by the internet. I feel that. I 100% feel that. I remember when I was little and I tried to read The Secret Garden and I was like, nope, nope. I hate this so much. I don't like it. I don't know why, like what's going on. I think it was just too much. Maybe it was like, I think it was like in elementary school. I don't know. So I should probably try again. But I have such a negative emotion towards it that I just will never pick it up, probably.
Oh,
Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it. I never read it.
Yeah. I honestly don't even remember what it's about, truly. Like, I remember picking it up, hating it, and never wanting to pick it up again. So, but don't let that, like, scare you. I hope that she's liking it. Are you liking it, Allie? I really hope that you're liking it. What's the difference between a thriller and a mystery? Are thrillers just closer to horror? They kind of go hand in hand. Do you want to explain this one? Because you're, like, that person.
Yeah, sure. So I would say it depends because I haven't read anything that's just thriller. I've always read a mystery thriller. So, and I've also read a thriller horror as well. So I think I agree with Emily that they go hand in hand. It depends because I never read just a thriller or just a mystery. It's just mystery thriller.
Yeah. Like, usually I feel like whenever I just don't really understand. Okay, I guess mystery, like if you're talking about Sherlock Holmes and he's trying to figure out what's going on, that's just a mystery. But like usually in books, it's always hand in hand with thrillers because people like the suspense and the all that stuff.
Yeah.
But thriller can also go hand in hand with horror. So if thriller's not hand in hand with mystery, it's usually with horror.
Yeah.
I read it for the first time as a kid, maybe age 8ish. She's talking about The Secret Garden, but there is a fair amount of Yorkshire slang, which I think made it easier for me than for someone not from anywhere near here. Maybe that's why I didn't like it. I don't even remember it. I just remember such a negative emotion. I do remember not liking how dense it was or like the writing. So maybe it was the Yorkshire slang. But I'm so glad that you're liking it. I'm glad that it's easy for you to read. What was the last book that you read?
I actually finished The Silent Patient, and I'm gonna be really
Oh
honest.
yes.
I'm gonna be really honest. I did not see that twist coming.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
You want to like ask for spoilers, but I can't. Oh, that's crazy. I'm glad that you liked it, like 5 to 5 or
Yeah.
4 to 5. Because I think I remember you saying that like, oh my gosh, twists are happening, but I feel like I heard you saying something like maybe at the beginning you're like, about it, or was that you? I don't remember. Were you liking it all the way through, or was it just like, I don't know.
I mean, I think the last time we sprinted, I was like 100 something pages through. I don't like the fact that I didn't get any mentions of the trigger warnings before I started.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
that you heard,
yeah, you're right. Which when you mentioned the trigger warnings, I was like, dang, I've never heard that anywhere. Like, and those are like deep stuff. So I was like, whoa, why have I never heard that mentioned before? But like, I hope that didn't like affect it too much.
No.
Oh, that's good. I think it's who's Carol? Carol, that's her, like one of her favorite books. And so I saw it at Barnes and Nobles the other day, and I was like, should I buy it? But I already had like 2 books that I was buying, and I was like, this is too much money for me. But like I said, I just finished The Midnight Library, and I was buddy reading that with my uncle and my aunt, and so we had that talk today. Like I literally finished it this morning. and they were talking about, he said one thing to me and I was like, you are so right. He said, okay, so basically it's about a girl that really has depression and she wants to kill herself. Well, she does try to kill herself, and then like she gets sent to this library where there's like infinite number of lives that she, or possibilities that she could have chosen throughout her lifetime. And so my uncle was like, you know what I love? That not that she was depressed, but because she was depressed when she was just a normal human being. Because I feel like in a lot of books, they try to make somebody who's obese or who has a disability or has like some type of, what is it called? Like a skin, whatever. Like when they say like, oh, I have this, and so I'm not beautiful, like a skin ailment or something, I don't know. But I'm not beautiful, and that's why I'm so sad, and this is why I have anxiety, because I'm so afraid to go in front of people, so I have social anxiety. And then throughout the book, it shows how they come to terms with themselves. But at the same time, like not like, why do you have to use that to show depression or anxiety or any type of mental illness?
Right.
Because like you don't have to be like that to have depression. Like it doesn't make any type of sense. There are people who are obese and genuinely so happy. And it was like, I didn't even realize that when I was going into this book, because the girl was like normal. She was really pretty. People, like guys, wanted to date her. Like she was a cat owner. She wasn't really successful in her career. Like she literally just got fired.
Oh wow.
But like in general, like she was a fine looking human being and she still had depression because that's how it works. And so I was like, when he said that, I was like, that's so true, because a lot of authors try to like do that. So I feel like reading The Midnight Library, as I said, I gave it a 4. It was okay. But then when you really dug deep into like everything that it was trying to say, like the purpose and the meaning of the whole entire book, I was like, whoa, that's kind of deep. So that's why I gave it a 4. But everybody's been hyping it up. Do you want to read that, or am I just like alone in that?
I actually do want to read that. Ever since you mentioned it from the first print, I was like, oh, I added it to my like never ending TBR.
I felt that. Oh my gosh. Um, I was already setting up the buddy read with my uncle, but then I think Mo from the Roomies Digest like posted that she read it, and I was like, oh, look at that, like she really enjoyed it. But I feel you on that never ending TBR. Like I keep wanting to buy books, and my mom's like, Emily, I ban you from buying books because we're moving, we don't have space for that, and you haven't even read half of them. Like, you're so right.
Yeah.
Gosh. What do you think is the oldest book on your shelves?
Oh my god, you're probably gonna hate me for this. I actually have the first book of Shatter Me. That's the oldest.
Stop!
Yeah.
You read it? Oh my god, Megan! Oh my gosh! Do you only have the first book?
Yeah.
Or do you have? Oh my gosh, Megan! You need to read it. You need to read it right now. You need to read it.
I know.
Oh my gosh, that is so sad. I would buddy read it with you, but I literally just finished the series and I kind of need a break because the last book pissed me off.
Oh.
Do not read the last 3 in the series, like I'm telling you right now. Hold on. Okay. I remember trying to read a book with a lot of slang from another part of the UK when I was about 9, and I absolutely hated it. So I totally get why that would put a kid off. I understand that. Like, I feel like not only with slang, like from other parts of the country, but like things like TV shows that kids don't get.
Yeah.
Like if I was like 2 years, not 2, like obviously not 2, but like like young, and people were mentioning like Chopped or something, I'd be like, what are we talking about right now? And I feel like a lot of authors do that. So
Yeah.
I'm genuinely considering a book buying ban as a part of a video, but I don't know if I can do it. Me. Me. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I don't know whether to be supportive or like not supportive. You know what I mean? Because I want to like encourage you to like live the best bookish life, but at the same time, I'm losing money and I don't want you to lose money. You know what I mean? But for a video, literally do it. Literally do it. What was I gonna say? I genuinely feel so bad every single time I buy a book right now because like I haven't even been reading a lot this month, like I said, and I genuinely feel I have so much buyer's remorse and like anxiety every single time I buy a book. And I'm like, why am I doing this? And I feel so bad. So is that just me? Please don't tell me.
I think. Well, I kind of think just between me and you, it's just you.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
You don't get buyer's remorse when you buy like a book or just like anything in general?
No.
Oh my gosh. Me and my boyfriend agree on this like all the time. Like today, I bought my grandpa and my dad the axe throwing thing, and I was like, I just spent money. Wow. It made me feel so bad. Oh my gosh. Maybe that's just like maybe there's something wrong with me. So that's why I'm like, maybe you should do a book buying ban because I get anxiety whenever I buy books.
Mm-hmm.
But then if she doesn't do that, get that, then maybe you shouldn't. I don't know. What's your favorite book of the year, Megan? What is it?
Oof.
Oh my gosh, I need to check my
Man,
bullet journal
one
here.
book? That's a hard question.
That's hard. I read a lot this year. I'm literally searching. Hold on, give me a second.
Jeez.
Really have to think about it. What did I like? I liked. Oh, bro, it has to be Transcendent Kingdom by Yagi. Guys, let me just. Do you have a book, Megan? You can talk about it.
I'm still thinking, so you could go.
Okay, I'm gonna rant for a hot minute.
Okay.
Transcendent Kingdom by Yagi. Genius. Literally, I'm about to record a video called The 7 Books That You Need to Read. It's going to be on the list. It's basically about this girl named Gifty and her parents moved from Ghana, and her brother died of an overdose. And so when he died, her mom was like, went into a depressive episode, and she tried to help her with her faith. And then years later, her mom went into another depressive episode, and now she's trying to help her with her degree in neuroscience. And so throughout the whole entire book, it's basically like kind of like flashbacks to her life as a kid with her brother before his death, and her relationship with the church and the society, toxic purity in the church and in society, and talked about her relationship with her family, with her brother, the culture, racism. So freaking good. And I'm Christian, but I feel like a lot of people are turned off by this book because everybody's like, oh, it's science versus faith, but it's not at all. I'm very much a progressive Christian. I'm not a conservative Christian at all. I'm definitely liberal. I literally need to tell people like I'm a Democrat when I tell them I'm Christian so they don't judge me. And I don't know if that's relatable or what. But I love it because it's just her story. It's genuinely like her saying how she thinks science and faith go together, but it's not like trying to push you towards science or towards faith. It's just her story and just showing you the trouble she's had in church and the trouble she's had outside of church. So beautiful. And the relationship between her and her brother, she was like the good child, the one that was always went to church, and her brother was the one that like got into substances, or the rebellious child. And that is literally me and my brother. So I literally started crying because it's like me and my brother's relationship 100 billion%. But that's my ranting. 5 out of 5 stars. What is your book, Megan?
Wow, you actually convinced me to like pick that one up.
Oh my gosh, good. Yes. Oh my gosh, please do. Oh my gosh.
I would say from the top of my head, because I don't have my journal in front of me right now. So from the top of my head, I would say for contemporary, I would say the book called Today, Tonight, Tomorrow by Rachel Lynn Solomon. It's a enemies to lovers romance, and I would say for thriller, Frozen Charlotte by, I forgot the author's name, but that's like underrated. Like nobody, I never hear anybody talking about that book. But
I haven't heard. Yeah, I haven't heard that one. But Rachel Lynn. Ooh, that's the author of the X Talk.
yeah,
Oh my gosh! Wait, have you read the X Talk by her?
no,
Oh, okay, cool. I was about to ask you like which one you like better because I like sort of liked it, but I think there was like an excerpt of that book in the end of the X Talk. I think. I will definitely pick that up.
you should. It's really good, actually.
Yeah, you convinced me. When I was talking about the oldest on your TBR, the longest they've had that. I cannot speak.
Take your time.
The one you've had for the longest or haven't read. Like the longest on your TBR, so the one that you've had on your shelves the longest, but you haven't read. Yours is Shatter Me. Oh my gosh, wait, what is mine? I bought a lot of them at the same time, but I think it would have to be like my biological dad, which I don't talk to. Like when I was really young, he bought me like a bunch of these, like Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Never read them because he bought me these when I was like 5. But I'm reading one now, so look at me go.
Yeah.
I literally don't know what Chopped is either. Do you know what Chopped is, Megan?
Yes, I do.
Good. Is that an American thing? Probably is.
I think so, yeah.
Chopped is a show. Oh my gosh. Actually, I really want to watch Chopped. So basically it's a show where there's 3 judges and then they get a bunch of contestants and they give them a basket of like mystery items. And they have to make, what's the thing before the entree? Appetizer, an entree, and then a dessert, like all different baskets. So there's different rounds, and then like one person each round gets eliminated until somebody wins the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's good. You should look it up. Do you actually watch that, or is it just something you know?
Oh no, I actually do watch it. I watch the regular and the chopped sweets.
Oh my gosh! Look at us! Look at us being twinsies. I love Chopped. I haven't watched it recently, but I love Chopped. It's fire.
Me too.
I have books from when I was a kid that I still haven't read, but still want to. I think Jacqueline Wilson is only popular over here. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I used to get every single one of her books when I found them. Dang. Yeah, I have no idea who that is, but I'm glad that you love her. Period. Tahira Mafi, the author that writes the Shatter Me series, brilliant lady. Okay, Megan, I'm gonna put you on something else. I'm gonna put you on something else. I know I talk a lot. Like I was talking to my boyfriend last time, and I was like, "Babe, I think I was like talked way too much in the sprints." And he was like, "Emily, like that's just you." And I'm like, "I know, it's so bad."
I don't mind. So it's okay.
Tahira Mafi, the lady that wrote the Shatter Me series. You know Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Everybody knows Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Yeah. So she wrote a book called Furthermore. It's a middle grade, but it's beautiful. Okay. And it's basically about this girl named Alice, and she lives in a world full of magic and color, and she is devoid of magic and she's devoid of color. So she's all gray. And so her father, who was like her favorite person in the whole entire world, left and vanished. And so she's trying to find him, but there's like this day of like showing your powers, and so of course she doesn't have any powers, and this guy comes to her and is like, hey, like I want to take you to this land of Furthermore and find your dad. And she's like, oh, okay, but Furthermore is like completely crazy, like all these weird rules. It's super weird and nonsensical fiction, and not Alice in Wonderland, but 100% like the weirdness of it. So good. You need to read it. Adding on to your TBR.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm like really behind. I've seen Frozen Charlotte in a bookshop before. What's it about?
Okay. Oh, let me try to be as simple as possible. Okay, so Frozen Charlotte is about, again, 3 cousins. I don't know, maybe I have a thing with cousins. I don't know. So it's about three cousins. And there was four at one point, but it was a little girl. She ended up dying. It's not a spoiler, so. And when the three cousins meet, they have like these three rules that they can't go out at night. They can't talk about the cousin that died, and um, they can't talk about the other cousin's injury about how he got it. So the cousin that comes into their house um, starts finding out stuff about the mysterious way that her younger cousin died, and there's like another element of like dolls, and they're like really creepy. Dolls don't really like creep me out, but those in that book, it just scared me. So if you like dolls and stuff or anything creepy, then I highly suggest you read that book.
Dang.
Yeah.
That sounds actually creepy. Like, what's that? I don't do horror. So I have it on my shelf because I really wanted it. I was like, I'm gonna read it in a 24-hour readathon. I'm gonna do it. Um, I'm not gonna do it. But somebody gave it to me. Like, I don't remember why, but they were like, here's a book, whatever, whatever. I was like, "Oh, thank you. No, it's just on my shelves as a decoration. But that sounds creepy. Oh, Chucky. That's what I was gonna think about. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah,
Did you like it?
I like the first original one, not the new one that they brought out.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
there's something. I've literally never seen a horror. Actually, no. I saw Truth or Dare on Netflix, but everybody tells me that's not a real horror movie.
Mm,
So
yeah.
don't laugh at me.
I kind of agree though because I think I've probably seen every horror there is. So
My boyfriend and his sister is super into horror, and they're like, "Emily, like, let's watch this," and I'm like, "No, no, sir, no, we're not." Um, love Zoella. Did you go through a Zoella phase, Megan?
yeah, I did.
She's pregnant.
I
She's
know.
pregnant. You know what's crazy? Like, her and Alfie, like, literally let me be them. Let me be in that relationship.
Same.
I want that because I want somebody that I can go on like adventures with and then have a kid. Like I want to get married, spend a couple years married, and then have a child. And they did that. They did that. Period. I thought Chopped is gonna be some horror murder thing. That's so funny. No. Oh my gosh. That would be a good movie title. I mean, I think it would be.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of whoa, word. It sounds kind of similar to a show we have over here called Ready Steady Cook. I feel like that's a cute title.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's catchy, but at the same time, Chopped is just so to the point.
Yeah.
Like, okay, wait. This is so I feel like this is so true. But like, you know the British baking show, it's literally like they have such long titles.
Yeah.
And I'm like I forget what it's literally called, but there's a show here called Beat Bobby Flay. To the point,
Mm-hmm.
you're just beating Bobby Flay. Which is so funny. But I feel like in the UK they have such like long titles and they're cute. Like Ready Steady Cook? Cute.
Yeah.
I don't like horror either. I've never seen a proper horror movie. Same girl.
Oh my
Megan's like
God.
the thing is I can't. Like you really don't understand. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. Like when after I watched Truth or Dare, I watched it like 2 summers ago with my cousin who was visiting over here because I'm from Miami, as I said, and we moved to South Carolina. And she was like, right after we finished at 2 a.m., she's like, I'm gonna go take a shower. And I was like, what are you talking about? She left my door open. It was pitch black. She was in the shower, and my brother was here also because he's also from and still in Miami. And he just scared the living shit out of me. And she walked back and she was like, "I'm sorry, like it wasn't a real horror movie." And I'm like, I was scared. I can't do that. It's called The Great British Bake Off over here, but everyone calls it Bake Off. Ugh, cute. See, long title, but cute. So I like it. I've seen Attack the Block, but I feel like it doesn't count. Do you know what that is? Girl, I think that's just a UK thing.
Yeah.
That is not a thing over here.
Mm-mm.
Okay, it's 9. Do you guys want to sprint? I talk too much.
That's okay.
You want to do a
Yeah,
30-minute sprint this time? Or just still
sure.
20 again? Okay, we'll just go.
I guess we'll do like 20.
Yeah, we can do 20.
Okay.
And then talk for 5 minutes. Megan, you're taking over the next time. I will shut up. You talk.
Okay.
Okay. 20. Okay. I was gonna do it until 21, but I was like, no, that's okay. How did your book go? You said there was twists going on.
There's still twists going on.
Gosh. Tea. Like, vaguely. Like, what's going
God, I don't know how to do this without giving anything away. I don't know if I could do it without giving anything away.
Dang, okay. At least we
Yeah.
know it's a good book, though. Because I've been seeing it in bookstores, and I was like, should I get it?
You should.
I might go make myself some food because it's like 2 a.m., but I'm hungry. Oh my gosh, it's 2 a.m. and you're on this sprint? Thank you. But that's me. Like, I feel like I won't eat dinner, and I'm like, ugh, I'm full. And then at 2 a.m., I'm like, what is wrong with me? That's so bad for my body. Doctors say not to eat after 7 or something, or you'll get bloated, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, whatever makes you feel good. But at the same time, bloating also hurts my body. So it's like, I need to stop. But how long? How far do you have left in the book?
I think, let me see. I think it's like, I would say like a little less than 100 pages left, which is not much.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you're almost there.
I know. I'm excited.
I read, oh my gosh, which book did I read? Literally the book that I read for my thriller video, the only thriller I've ever read. An Anonymous Girl. And it was like 30 pages left, and I was like, there's too much going on. How is this going to be resolved? And it was like open-ended, and I was like, why? Is most thriller books like that? Like, genuinely, I don't like that.
I would say no. At
Really?
least the one
Okay,
that
good.
I've read.
That's good then. Because, not that it was open-ended, I think it was just, I don't know why I felt like you have to do it right for me to like it, and I feel like in thriller books, like you want, like, even if it's like a bad ending where she doesn't end up happy or something, like at least give me an ending, you know? Yeah. I have sausage rolls in the oven. I think they're another UK thing, and I made hot chocolate. Sausage rolls? Like, okay, hold on. I have to like try to figure out what this is. Like pigs in a blanket type of thing.
Because we have that.
We have that, which is like a hot dog.
Yeah.
But like wrapped with bread, but tiny. Oh, would a good girl's guide to murder count as a thriller? Yes, right? Yeah, it's a mystery thriller. Oh my gosh, I'm reading that right now.
Oh, you are?
I forgot. Oh, hold on. Pigs in a blanket are definitely a different thing over here too. Oh. Wait. So like, it's pigs in a blanket are different than what I just described, or it's different from what the sausage rolls. Think about it. I don't know. But I'm reading A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I'm buddy reading it with somebody that's not on BookTube. She's my friend in real life. She's the person that I just buddy read Shatter Me with. That's I'm like, I can't buddy read with you because I literally just finished and I need to take a break from that. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's really good, dude. I like it a lot.
Wow.
Did you read it? Who read it? I think Kirsten read it.
Yeah.
But you haven't read it. Yeah. You need to read it. Yeah, you were saying that you didn't want to get into it because like you didn't know if there was going to be a cliffhanger, and people were like, "No, there's not a cliffhanger." Yeah. It's good. I'm really liking it. I like the multimedia in it, but also just like I like. This is gonna sound so dumb, but I feel like in literally me only reading one thriller, I feel like the main characters in thrillers are usually unlikable or like really just like they hide things or something. But this, she's not. Like, she's such a good girl, like innocent and pure, and I love that because it's like me. If that makes sense, like I don't really like going to parties a lot. I get kind of anxious.
Yeah.
She's into doing her homework, but like she's also really passionate about this thing, and she's willing to go out of her way to do things to figure out the murder. I think you'd like it. I really do. Wait, have you read Sadie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like if you have read Sadie, you'll definitely like this. Sadie's a bit darker, but they're both YA murder mysteries. Yeah, I had to think. Sorry, they're both YA murder mysteries, and I like them both. Like they're you would like it.
I actually didn't read that. I read Sadie, but I didn't. Sorry, I was meant to say that I didn't really like it too much.
Oh, oh my gosh. I still think you'll like a good girl kind of murder. Why didn't you like Sadie?
I felt that the ending, I don't know, like it should have been closed in a
Oh,
different way.
oh, you didn't want her to. Oh, I almost gave a spoiler. Um, I didn't mind the ending because I felt like it was kind of like I said, like open endings and thrillers are kind of frustrating.
Yeah.
But with that one, I kind of understood because I was like, yeah, she kind of did it to herself. I don't know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I totally understand that. I wish it was like more like telling you she's or
Right.
she's like but I totally get that. I haven't finished it clearly. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, but so far I think you'd like it.
Okay. I'll pick it up.
Yeah, pick it up right now.
Oh my god. Okay.
Sausage rolls are like sausage meat in pastry, and pigs in a blanket are basically mini sausages wrapped in bacon. Okay, wait, so sausage rolls are like pigs in a blanket here.
Mm.
Pigs in a blanket over there is wrapped in bacon? Oh, dang, I want that.
Sounds good.
That sounds good. There was this person on TikTok that was like I forgot what she said, but it was like the animal industry, like blah blah blah. Like, okay, I'm not even. I'm gonna paraphrase. Vegans telling me as an indigenous person to stop eating meat, and then it was her running away. Like, no, gosh, that was so much. You had to see it. You had to see it. But like everybody was like mad at her because she didn't say vegan. She said like there's something industry or whatever. And everybody was like mad at her. And I was like, I feel like if she just said vegans, it would have made the whole thing better.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know. But I totally get that. Like if somebody told me to go vegan, I'd be like, I can't.
Mm-mm.
Because I love chicken too much.
Yeah.
I'm so serious. Or bacon. Like I used to hate bacon as a child, but now I like really like bacon. I don't know why. Or sausages, bro. Yum.
Same.
Gosh. Plus, it's very like, you're Puerto Rican. We're such twins. Oh my gosh, man. Stop. Except for I'm literally just white. I'm the lightest of my family, Megan. Literally, my cousin is Afro Latinx. Like she's literally you. Like she's like she looks exactly like not exactly like you. Oh, do you know? Have you seen Julie and the Phantoms?
No, but I've heard about it.
Well, if you look up the main character, she looks exactly like her, like the main character, Julie. And I'm like, whoa. But she's Afro Latinx. Her mom is as well, which is my aunt. And her sister, everybody in my family is so much darker than me. And then my brother has such curly hair, and he's like, he's just, I'm so white. And it's like, Mom, what did you do? Why did you do this to me? Because she has straight hair. Because my grandma has wavy curly hair, but she married in Puerto Rico. So he's still Puerto Rican. They're still Puerto Rican. But she married a guy that has, she literally said the first thing that she looked for in a guy was if they had straight hair. She would not marry him if we didn't have straight hair because she hated her curly hair. So my mom has straight hair, and now I have straight hair, and now I look like a white person. But like Hispanic recipes and like foods have a lot of meat in it. So also just in general, I don't think I would go vegan.
Mm.
But I did try to go vegan. Like I randomly do like diets. Did not work out for me. Oh no. Oh no. I'll talk while you're doing something. I randomly started doing diets and I have like a brain condition basically. And so I went vegan, and I was at school one day, and I was walking, and I was walking up the stairs, and randomly I like my foot just like slipped, and I fell, and like my vision went black, and my hearing, I couldn't hear anything, and I was like, what is going on? And I started hearing ringing, and my friends were trying to talk to me because they were right next to me, and I was like, I can't hear you, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. And then I went to the nurse. So I'm never doing vegan again.
Wow.
Because it really like affected my brain thing. So I was like, dang, never mind.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's so intense. Why did I even say that? Oh my gosh, remember last time I was showing you the what was it? My midnight library like bullet journal spread.
Mm-hmm.
I completed it. Look at it. Wait, hold on. Wait, pause. I need to figure out because it's like in reverse. That's what it looks like. And then this is also like, I don't know, random stuff.
That's cute.
Thank you. So, did I say I finished the Call of the Wild?
No.
Oh, I just talk. Megan, you're supposed to talk. Like I talk. I finished the Call of the Wild. Super quick, easy. Gave it 4 out of 4 stars. A guy died. Another dog died. So much happened. And now he's just free and wild, living like a wolf.
Wow.
I don't know if that's spoilers, but at the same time, I feel like it's kind of there, like in the title, and everything. I'm sorry, you talk. What's something about you that I don't know, Megan?
Well, what do you want to know?
I don't know. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And that's crazy because I feel like when we were children, everybody was like, blue's my favorite color, or like pink. But now, if you say blue, like nobody's favorite color is blue now.
Yeah.
Everybody, you know what I mean? So look at you, Megan. You're just special. Or are you stuck with it? My favorite color is yellow.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't feel like you think it's nice.
I really like yellow, so
My whole room is yellow. Like if I, like, it is. I used to hate yellow. My favorite color was purple. It was pink. Then it changed to like a lavender, like a light purple. And now it's yellow because it's just so bright and happy, and I love looking at it. Okay. Should I do that at 35? Do you want to do another sprint for like 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Do you have to leave exactly at 10?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, cool. No, I was just making sure because at the same time, I talk too much.
I honestly don't mind. Like, it's okay.
Every single one of like my relationships, like friendships, everything, like they just I just get so sidetracked. Like in any conversation, I'll be talking, and then there's a side story that has to do with the first story, and then I'm like, it's a lot, and then I feel bad.
No, it's okay. I don't feel bad. I'm fine.
And I like talking to you because you're so laid back, and then you're just like listening, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm really like, I'm just listening, and I'm like, okay. I have the Call of the Wild, but it's not something I've ever really meant to read. I've had it for years. As I said, like my biological father got me this when I was like 5. I mean, it's not anything that you really need to read. It's fine. A lot of death occurs, but they move on from it so quickly. They're like, he knew that this person died. Oh well, now I get to be a wild dog. And I was like, oh my gosh, like there's no mourning in this. The only people I've heard who have read it are religious Americans, so I don't know if it's a thing. The Call of the Wild? I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, it's a classic, so I feel like only pretentious people read classics. Like, you have to either be super liberal or super conservative to read classics. No, nowhere in the middle. Which sounds so weird to say, but like I feel like you have to be cool enough to read classics, or just like read them because you feel like you're better than everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I read it because my uncle said that he read it in high school and he wanted to read it again to see if he still liked it. That's why I read it. It's really nothing to. There's nothing really religious about it, or like, I don't know. There was one part at the end, they were like killing Indians, and I was like, what is going on here? I don't think they meant anything by it, but at the same time, I was like, what is going on here? But then a person from the other side also died, so I was like, okay, I'll like get past it. But no, I don't think it like the Call of the Wild isn't like set with. It's just about a dog. It's about a dog that gets kidnapped and then turns into like a sleigh dog, and then death.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We'll start at not 9:40. We'll do that,
Okay.
and we'll read to 10,
Okay.
and then I'll close it out because I know you have to go. And she's like, so it's just a weird coincidence then, huh? I guess. I really think it's a weird coincidence. Because if you really think about it, like I feel like classics, like if you talk about 1984 by George Orwell, you're liberal. Because it just literally talks about like, not overthrowing the government, but like how much they don't like it. So you have to either be really ignorant or really liberal to read that book, or genuinely just don't care. How long have y'all been into reading? Megan, you start.
I would say in my childhood, because my mom used to read me a lot of books, but I would say for on my own, when I started to pick up books, I would say like 13, and I'm 19 now. So
It's a good 6 years.
yeah.
Look at you. Like consistently, like now, like no, like now reading, you were doing that at 13? Or is it like avid reader, or like just getting into it? You know what I mean?
I would say just getting into it.
I would say the same. Like when I was younger, I really liked like with the voting office. It was in a library in Miami, and so my mom would just like I would just chill in the library while they were she was voting, and I'd find like all these cute books and all this stuff. But I think that I started getting into it like again. I don't know. I feel like I've always been into reading. Like I used to love the Dork Diary series, and I used to be like, oh, that's not real reading. But then again, like that was reading for my age, so I guess that was real reading. So I've always really been into it. But like I started getting into like young adult and stuff in middle school. One night there's like this reader thing in middle school in my middle school, and they had like raffles that basically everyone won something in the raffle, but I never won anything, so it made me excited when they called my name. And me, out of all people, I won a book, and I read it. I loved it so much. I hate it now. It was so bad now rereading it, but I fell in love with it, and then I fell back in love with reading. And then my friend, her mom was an owner of a library, so I would go there after school. So it was like I've always been connected to reading my whole entire life. See how I tell you I just go into rants? Like there's so many stories, connects. Although, would you say people who are religious are generally really liberal or really not? I have no idea. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess it is an American thing because it's like, oh, dang, I'm sorry. I'm just talking. Okay. Conservatives are usually like, they're usually held with religious people. They're people that don't like BLM, are super pro-life because of religious reasons, although I'm pro-choice and I'm religious. So you can be a Christian and be liberal, which is democratic, which is pro-choice, BLM, social systems like oh my gosh, help me out here, Megan. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to explain it in a way that's like what's going on right now. Conservatives are for Trump and liberals settle for Biden.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also independents who
Right.
don't like either of them and are just like, I'll just pick whoever. I'll pick an independent person that usually never wins, but like it sways the votes.
Mm-hmm.
Or I just don't like either. You know what I mean? So I'm very liberal. I'm proud of it. But I don't really pressure people. Like I'm Christian, and I know that makes other people like uncomfortable because they don't have like the same views. So like today, me and my uncle, again another story. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Me and my uncle were oh shit, it's 9:41.
It's okay. We could keep
At
talking.
9:45, Megan. I swear to you. When me and my uncle were talking today, there was this guy in the book that was talking about like how the Midnight Library is all so possible and like quantum physics and like what was it God, but he wasn't religious. And my uncle was like, "How do you feel about that?" Because we're all Christians, whatever.
Right.
And I was like, I'm glad that he was like, oh, it could be God trying to simplify things because I believe science is God trying to make us understand. Like I believe science and God go hand in hand because that's what I believe. But he also said that he wasn't a faithful person, so it was just like, science. And I was like, okay, cool. Like I'm glad that they can recognize that faith is a thing, but also be like, that's not for me.
Right.
Because like for me, I'm like, faith is for me. And I will definitely say like I'm Christian and I'm proud, and I'll definitely tell you my opinion and how I see things. Like with pro-choice, people do not understand me whatsoever. And that's okay. I just want to be heard because I liked being heard when I speak.
Right.
But if you have a different opinion than me, I'm not going to like argue about it. Like, I don't think anybody has an opinion that's based off of hate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're all raised in bias. So I totally understand. But not a lot of people have that mindset. Like a lot of Christians are conservative, and I've definitely like in Miami, it was super diverse. In Miami-Dade, Florida right now is Republican state. Do not claim that. Miami, very Democratic. So I was raised very like with diverse and like very liberal. And when I moved to South Carolina, reality check, I was like, people are not liberal all the time. Because when Trump won, I was really surprised. I was like, what do you mean everybody's a Democrat? And then I moved here and I was like, no, they're not. And I've gotten people that like yelled at me, blocked me, like said really bad things because I was just trying to share my opinion. And then they got mad at me and I was like, oh, dang, sorry. But I hope that cleared that up with a story to back it up. If it didn't clear it up, I'm so sorry. But what about you, Megan? What are you? Are you religious? Are you not? Are you independent? Are you conservative or liberal? I don't know.
Honestly, like not just you. I'm not trying to be like mean or anything. I don't want to talk about religion or politics. I don't like to get into
Oh no,
that
that's
stuff.
fine. No, totally fine.
Yeah.
I don't mind talking about. I don't mind talking about it or not talking about it. It's like if it comes up, then that's cool. If it doesn't, then that's also cool. I don't know. Like I said, I'm proud, but then also respect what everybody else likes or doesn't like.
Yeah.
So at the same time, it's like, oh well. Okay, 9:45. I promise you, it's gonna happen. I swear.
I mean, if you want to talk or sprint, it doesn't really matter.
Do you want to sprint or talk? It'll be up to you, Megan. I will let you decide because you're the girl.
We could just talk for the rest of the time.
Okay, fine. Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, I need to. I have. Remember. Okay, last time I was talking about how I was doing this Kendall Jenner video, and I need to finish these books. Like, I really need to finish this book. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting that it's like opposite. This book. You need to finish this book. I've been reading it for a month, and I'm not finished. And it's super easy to read. And I have another book after that to finish this video, and I'm like stressed out. And recently I haven't been posting on time because I'm freaking stressed with like moving and everything.
Yeah.
And I have a video like recorded. I just need to edit it. And then I feel bad for posting late, and then I'm like, ugh, frustrating. Do you have that problem?
Kind of. Especially when I get like into school and stuff, because every time I have school, I barely post anything. So.
I'm worried about going to college and being like so distracted and busy that I just don't post, because I feel like right now is like the time where my channel is growing, which like, yeah, I am a small booktuber, but at the same time, recently, like, I have been growing, and it makes me feel really, really good when I start growing. And I'm now just starting to post a little bit more slowly, or I'm about to go to college and I'm really afraid that I'm not going to be as consistent because of like all the work and like the new setting, and I'm going to be in a dorm room and I'm not going to have my bookshelves. I'm going to get into a rant. Do you want to say anything else?
No.
Okay, cool. Okay. I really want to of course I can't bring my bookshelf with me, but I want to like in my dorm, so I don't like waste any space. I want to put like slabs, like, like just like wood, like horizontal, and so I put my books on it on the wall. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But you can't, of course, put holes in the wall. And I'm like, how can I do this? Because I'm not sure. No, I don't know. I need to figure it out. I was thinking about command strips and then like hanging it by like I don't know. Do you have any suggestions, like what I can do to like actually make that happen? Because I really want to bring my books, for one, video purposes mostly, but two, also I like reading and I like having it physically.
I don't know if I'm the best person to come to, but maybe you could just. Do you have a?
Wait, you just went like mute. Okay, wait, I can hear you now. Okay, say what you just said again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Say what you said again, because you went mute.
Oh, I can't hear you though.
No! Oh my gosh, wait, what? Oh wait, hold on. Can you hear me?
No.
What? Wow! Hold on. Can you hear me? Can anybody else hear me? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Allie can hear us both. Period, Allie. You. Oh, dang it. Wait. Okay.
No.
Wait, what do I do? Like, what do I do? Like, how does this work? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna wait. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm gonna text you. Hold on, let me text you. Wait.
I don't know what happened. Okay.
Okay, I'm removing her, and hopefully she'll rejoin. Or should I just like add her through? Oh, sorry, something happened back there. Okay, hold on. I did RE at school, which is basically learning about different religions. We mostly did about Christianity with a little bit of Islam. I literally love Muslims so freaking much. Like, of course I'm Christian, but at the same time, like, I love their religion and all of the things that they practice and how kind they are. And like, when I talk about traditions with Christianity, I love hearing about other people's traditions. And sorry, we're trying to communicate. I really like to hear about their traditions. And there's this one tradition of theirs, or not tradition, like holiday, I guess. Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yay, it worked. Okay, wait, she was talking about Christianity, like what she was learning, and I know that you don't like talking about religion, so I'll like get it over with quick. But I was saying that I really like Muslims because I like my traditions, and learning about their traditions is so cool. Like everything and they're so kind. It makes me so happy for them. Like, that they're like, oh my gosh, when I heard about the Paris hijab ban, I genuinely cried because I was like, if that was me, I'd be so frustrated and mad. I like putting myself in their shoes. It pissed me off. But there is this cool holiday, which I was saying before you joined. Was it a holiday? Well, basically, it like goes off the moon or something, and it's kind of funny because they have to go to their employer and be like, "Hey, I need 1 day off next week," and they're gonna be like, "Which day?" And they're like, "I don't really know until the night before because it's about like the moon." It was like really funny. It was like a TikTok. Um, but yes, Christianity and like Islam, like those specific ones, are just in general, their attitudes towards political things is really interesting. But then again, of course, it's like there's always outliers, which it's really cool to think about. And I do have floor space for my dorm, but I'm using that for because I share it with a roommate, and so I only have my side. I got a bigger dorm though, so I'm appreciative of that. Like I got one of the bigger ones, and we have our bathroom inside of our dorm. But at the same time, like I have to use that for like actual space for like everything that I have. You know what I mean? Because I'm living there for a whole year. I don't know if IKEA sells them, but I'm sure I've seen places that sell like half height bookcases. If that could work.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like, oh, okay. No, yeah, I know what you're saying. IKEA, like, it's a smaller this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm getting a lot of people they call them TBR carts, but it's genuinely just like a cart with the 3 levels. I'm getting one of those. I'm so excited for like just everything, but I'm mostly gonna put books on there. So I'm gonna have that as like my mini bookshelf. But I am scared because I'm like, wait, weren't you talking before you hung up? Or like, wait, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just you asked me what would be a better way to organize your books since you don't really have a lot of space. And then I was gonna say do you have like a lot of room in your room? So you could get like a mini bookshelf. And the TBR cart, I didn't even think of that. That could actually I'll probably just get that and just be solid.
Yeah. I'm thinking of like I'm gonna put my books on my TBR cart, and I think like I was just thinking about it like literally on live when I went like there's these I don't even know how to explain it. Like you know how like you have hanging like you hold it together by something and it's like that. I think I'm gonna probably try to do a command strip and try to do that, but I don't think that'll work. Like I'll figure it out. But either way, I am gonna try to come down every other weekend. Might not happen, but I'll just swap out my books if it really comes to that.
Okay.
Do you have that problem? Like, I don't know how many books you have, but wait, do you live on campus?
No.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Wait, what school? I mean, never mind. I mean, that's kind of creepy. Let me not ask that. I was gonna ask what school you went to, because because like NYU is like huge, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. But then I was like, that's kind of creepy. So never mind.
I don't mind.
Oh, okay, great. I just don't want to make you uncomfortable.
No.
Totally.
I go to Mercy College.
I think I've heard of that. Wait, I think I've definitely heard of that. Do you like it there? Hesitating.
Yes and no, if that makes sense.
Dang. Why?
I would say yes because they give me an opportunity to have a scholarship, and I'm totally grateful for that. And I have like counselors and stuff that help me with anything that I need. And no, and it's not the school's fault. There was just like some teachers that I had that weren't the best, and I don't know. I just felt like they didn't want their students to be on the A scale or whatever because I feel like everybody's capable of that. That's just my opinion, but I feel like they weren't pushing their students. Not that I don't really need a teacher to push me. I can push myself to do things, but I don't know. I think teachers don't care about what grade you get or whatever. And then if you want to be like an A student, then they want to like tell you to like relax a little bit, and then like no, like I don't know, it's a big
I get
mess.
that. Yeah, I totally understand that. Um, like one about the scholarship thing, totally get you. Like the school that I'm going to right now was not my number one choice, but it has pre-vet, which is what I want to go into. And this, like, I got $40K dollars in scholarships at a school in state, but it was still like a private school, so it's like still 50,000. That's still like 10,000. You know what I'm saying? But then out of state, which they should be giving you more money out of state because it's so much freaking money to go there. They gave the school that I'm going to now is giving me 0 scholarships, and I have to pay $50,000, and I'm like stressing the F out because like that's a lot of money. And if I went to this other school, most of it would have been 100, like almost paid for, and I'm like, why can't they be better about that? And then I qualified for this one scholarship, and they were like, oh, it was a competitive scholarship, like blah blah. And I was like, what do you mean? It was so frustrating. It was so frustrating. So now I have to go through this process of like applying to individual scholarships that you never really get. But then about the teachers, 100% understand. Like there's some teachers that, how do I explain? Okay, like there's some teachers that are like, they try to make it so hard. They're like, you're gonna fail this class, and I'm like, why do you make it so that you want us to fail this class? Like, don't you want to try to help us? Like, that's your whole freaking thing. Like, you want us to at least understand what you're teaching. If we're understanding what you're teaching, no matter if you give us like an extra week, you're doing your job, and that's what you're supposed to be doing. I feel like they thrive off of like being the hardest teacher, and it's really frustrating. But alongside that, there are also teachers that are so laid back to the point where you're like, you're not really doing anything, like you're not helping us succeed. Like in the last math class, I came up to a teacher to ask her about a question about like our final exam, and she was talking to another teacher. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. She's like, no, it's okay. And she went to the other teacher, and she was like, oh, just another A student trying to maintain her A. Like, she was meaning it in a cool way, but there are teachers that are like, it's just an A. Like, it doesn't matter if you fail this grade. And I'm like, first of all, it does matter to my Hispanic mother, but also it does matter to me, because then it goes onto my college record and all this stuff. Like, let me, like, please, like, do not try to put me down for having an A. Like, it's so frustrating.
I get that too. It's annoying.
Ali says, ugh, I hate how the US system works. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I actually was gonna make a TikTok about this, but then I was like, let me not. Because I was like, a lot of people blame like federal stuff for stuff that's the state's fault, which is still technically US's fault because that's how we roll. But like education is on the states. So for some states, they give really good scholarship. For some states, they are really forgiving and have really good like whatever. But in other states, they don't give good scholarships, and that also talks about certain schools. It doesn't even have to be the state's thing. It has to be certain schools within the state, because it's the state's thing for education. So that's why like with certain, like with you start in September and I start in August because it's a state thing. And then also a lot of people like outside people were like in my DMs because I was American or something, and they were like oh, like abortion bans, blah blah blah, and I was like, chill. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. That's just Texas, and that's just one state. I was just like, what is going on? But I can say my friend in Canada, I'm so sorry. Her amount for college is $7,000. Like, that's the highest that she said. She said she could go to a place closer to home and it'd be cheaper. And then she said, or go to the one that's farther away for like $7,000. And I was like, you have it so good. Like, here, literally, no matter what university you go to, it's the same price, and our loans work differently. I wish. It really is depending on the state, which kind of sucks, but what can you do? And I don't know what do you mean by loans work differently? Ugh. I will finish this conversation and then I will let you go, Megan. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I think they're trying to get like 10K loan forgiveness till 2025 right now. I wish they just did that in general.
Yeah.
But that would help me, like, not even a lot, but like it would do something. In Scotland, I think it's free, but you have to be from there. I've thought about going to school in the UK. I've thought about going to school in the UK because it's cheaper there. Like, because like out of state here is like cheaper over there to even do it. And I'm just like, should I go? But then a lot of people are like, no, it's okay. Let me explain this. My friend, it was born here. She lived in Canada, then she lived in Germany, and then she came back here. And so she was like, I want it. What? Okay, fine. Yes. Okay. Anyways, she was talking about how. Can you leave? Okay, I love you too. Please. So she was talking about how she wanted to go, she was considering going back to Canada for college or like back to Germany for college because it would probably be cheaper. But she said if you're like from America, they try to get all the money out of you because you're from out of state. So like in Scotland, it's free, but you have to be from there. If not, like they're gonna charge you up the wazoo. So like our loans aren't really proper loans. And then Lala loves it. Loves lit. Says Christ and 50K student loans. Honestly, if I continue at this rate of 50K a year, I'm gonna be $200,000 in debt, and I'm so sad.
Oh wow.
That's like a price of a house. Not even a good one, depending on where you live. The amount you pay back is based on your earnings. Then it's
Oh.
no, wait, that is so much better. Like whatever you pay back, like okay, so if you're rich, you wouldn't need to get loans. So then so you get loans, and because you're poor, you don't really have to pay back like all of it, I guess. Like you have to pay a certain amount, and then after 30 years of having it, it's written off. I wish. Megan, let's move to the UK. Like, what is going on? I wish that was how that works. Oh my gosh. Anyways, it is 10 o'clock, Megan, and I know you have to go. So I'll let you go.
I do.
Thank you for coming on.
No problem.
I always love talking to you, even though I feel bad for talking the whole time. It also makes me feel happy because you're so nice about it. And I hope that you continue reading some good things for this Just for Fun Readathon. And next time we do a sprint, it'll be on your channel. So go follow her. Really go follow her. Okay. I will talk to you later. I hope you have a great night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my gosh.